know why they do that.
I won't mention his name just because I don't think he wants his name out there, but or I don't think he wants me telling everyone his name. But he owns a lot of buildings on North Main into the stockyards. So I think that allowed him. He was like, I don't care.
Okay.
I have buildings being rented out, some off of exchange in the stockyards, which brings buku's amount of money.
For sure.
So he kind of could hang on to it, and he didn't really mind. So
okay. Now there's so many things you just touched on that I want to branch off of. So you started basically the whole beer trend in the Mid-Cities area. So False Idol, Turning Point, Brutal can all thank you.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if they would say that.
I know.
But that would be, I don't know. Our little warehouse was off of Menace Road down here. Mm-hmm. And then right after we moved out of that building, moved into here, Collective Brewing, they moved in. They were back then. They were our good friends. Yep.
And the Hop Fusion.
Oh yeah, Matt from Hop Fusion.
Yeah.
Over there, his dad was our neighbor.
Oh wow.
In the warehouse district, and so I got to know his dad really well before I even knew Matt.
Right.
And he would say, "Yeah, my son loves to brew and stuff," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool," And then maybe I'll meet him one day. And sure enough, we kind of met over there a little bit, and then once this place got going, and then their place got going, we became, and we're still really good friends.
Yeah, I still want to talk to him so bad.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't looked fully. Have you made a Cyclone beer yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wow.
I haven't. Maybe I've kind of left that
TM.
History.
yeah, right, TM. I've kind of left that homage to them. You know what I mean? Out of respect, I think I don't even know who to reach out to anymore from. They kind of like, once they came in here and it was like, I used to brew here, they even like brewed a batch of beer with us and stuff. Oh, cool. And then they like disappeared. They were like, you know what I mean?
Maybe we brew it and that's how we get our next cease and desist.
If you brew it, they will come. Oh yeah, we have a wall of C&Ds. So.
How many C&Ds do you have?
That's
awesome. I say a wall. We have, I don't know. So
Wahoo.
it started with Wahoo.
Okay, so I'm guessing the wrestler didn't do it. Who was Wahoo?
That was Ballast Point out of San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego. They sold for a lot of money.
Yes, yeah. So they sent us our first C&D right after we got all the tanks in.
How would they? Do they have a?
They have a beer.
Yeah, they have a Wahoo wheat.
There's so many people that have the exact same beer name that I don't. Okay.
They didn't.
Maybe they sent them C&Ds too. I don't know, weird. But we got a C&D right after we placed, and actually received like a $10,000 merch order with all this Wahoo swag. I mean, like koozies, shirts. I mean, everything.
You still have some?
We used to, and we donated all our shirts. And then I don't know if right above us I think we still have a bunch of koozies. But
I would love one.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can find some.
I'll go up and dig.
But they sent us our first C&D. And said, hey, we're about to launch Wahoo Wheat in your market, and you can't use that name. We've had it, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And I think I even talked to the owner, I can't even remember his name, of Ballast Point, and I was like, man, can you at least, like, and he was like, look, I'll give you 90 days to sell off everything. And after that, if I see that you're still doing it, we'll pursue, lawful action. So we're like, crap. And, we weren't even open, so we sold, like, a shirt, I think. So all those got donated.
Right.
So that was our first one. Our second one was Post Malone, because we did now that's called Goes Melon, used to be called Goes Malone, and it had a caricature that looked like Post Malone on the can, and so Austin's legal team, that's his legal name.
Yeah.
Austin, aka Post Malone.
I'm a big Posty, so
yes.
I don't know.
Name drop there.
I don't know why he wouldn't lean into that.
I'm sure he
didn't even know. Because he's from this area.
It was.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Sure
I'm sure there's several factors, but I'm sure
his
we're
face has been on the Bud Light.
We were
I know
a
he drinks that.
Probably the Bud
small.
Light people that are with him.
Yes.
Probably got the word. And
That's dumb.
Yeah. So it was.
One day, whenever I meet him, because I'm putting it out in the university, we're going to hang out. I'm going to make sure that he comes here.
That would be amazing.
Yes, okay.
And I'm sure he would be fine with it.
I
but
know
his legal team wasn't, so we had to stop making that beer. And then the other one was Buc-ee's when we did the road trip snacks.
I was thinking of that.
Yeah, so I'll wait for that question. But that was
okay. So I'll wait for the road snacks because that's a good one. Now, this area we mentioned was not fully developed. This was kind of like a mid-ground between the stockyards and downtown. It was like a weird area. Cat Stadium was open and it was closed, and then it was like if you did jury duty, they pick you up there, and that was it. The drive-in wasn't even there. And I remember coming here and I was like, this is the most beautiful view of Fort Worth. Like, yeah, Martin House has a good one, but they're on the other side of the river. But you guys had an absolutely amazing one. And I remember driving by later, I'm like, oh, man, they're building apartments here.
Once the concrete.
So, being here as long as you guys have, what has it been like kind of watching this area have a genuine facelift? Because, like you said, it's been kind of the passageway between the stockyards and downtown.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's nothing but progress.
Sure.
I love it. Yes, they did steal our view of downtown.
Sure.
But it's for the betterment of the city. That's how I look at it. I think we all look at it that way. And
hopefully 300 regulars eventually.
I was going to say, you probably have a bunch of...
Exactly.
We've
gained regulars from it, so it's not a complete waste.
Right.
It's not even a waste. Like I said, it's the progress of not only Fort Worth as a whole, but this direct area, Panther Island District. I mean, we're just excited to see that grow. So if blocking our beautiful view of Fort Worth means progress for that beautiful city, more power.
And more people, more eyes on you, which is always a good thing. And,
absolutely.
And then, of course, whatever they might do with like a Riverwalk situation over here, hopefully it does happen. Hopefully it actually does work out.
Yeah, I mean, the first canal is right in the middle of those apartments. It's really cool. I mean, it does look like a miniature, San Antonio Riverwalk there. Like I said, we're happy to be a part of it. Not only as the name, but hopefully one day a legacy.
Yeah. I mean, you've been almost open a decade, so a legacy is not
too far out. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go back. How did the name Wahoo come about?
We used to, speaking of field parties and stuff like that, we used to all go out and
our friend
camp out. Yeah,
Dad
at a ranch.
had this property, and he had an old western town built on it.
Okay. Oh wow, cool!
And they would
like a
film
ghost town.
TV shows and movies. People could rent it out. They would have
That's genius.
Corporate
camps,
parties
I think,
and
there.
stuff. Yeah.
Sorry if I'm not saying that right, but so once a year we would get all the friends together and go camp, and it was called Wahoo.
Oh,
Wahoo Ranch. Yep.
That's super cool.
Yep.
So it was, hey, this is great memories. This place was about friendship. And
That's what brewing was, about. It still is. It's just camaraderie and friendship brings people together. And so we were like, why not? That's perfect.
That's what beer and
Wahoo Brewing. Yeah.
Now, I just had this idea. Have you thought about flipping the name where it's like Woo-Ha and then making a beer out of it?
I think that was an idea right in the beginning. But we were just so like, I don't know if it just left a bad taste in our mouths, maybe, or something.
Sense.
I don't know. It was just a weird time. It was just a lot.
Yeah.
Like we went from like,
and we had to pick quick.
Yeah, we had to be really quick about it because we were already here, and we were launching in a few months, and it was like now you have to completely rebuild a brand, and so it was a complicated time for mentally and physically and everything. Yeah. So it was Panther Island just fit.
True. Now, Panther Island, obviously, if you are from the Metroplex, even some people in the Metroplex don't know, that it has a very deep root in the Fort Worth community. For those people who don't live in this area, can you tell us the Panther Island and how the Panther in general has to do with Fort Worth?
Yeah, for sure. Do you want me to cover it?
Doesn't matter.
Tag team.
Say your version.
There was people from Dallas in our town.
in our
town.
You're gonna
Western start.
Yeah, I was gonna say
somebody came into our town and
get out of my town.
It wasn't booming. It was slow. Right. There wasn't people walking around the downtown area. Nothing's open. The tumbleweeds coming, and they said that if there was a panther down here, nobody would even notice it. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, there was pretty much that
Like, the place
someone from
rain,
Dallas
nobody's
wrote
here.
that Fort Worth is so dead that there was a panther sleeping on the courthouse steps. They saw a panther sleeping. That's why you'll see sleeping panther statues. And like Fort Worthians were like, hey, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
We're going to run with that. And then Dallas was like, dadgummit. Like, they made it cool. And so, like, we embraced that. And so all the Fort Worth PD, they'll have a panther. They have a panther at the very top of their badge. There's sleeping panther statues all throughout Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And we just embraced that. And pretty much was just like, okay, you think we're uncool or whatever, whatever, Dallas.
Right.
We're going to do our own thing. And look at us now. You know? Just-
I mean, I am maybe biased, but I like Fort Worth better than Dallas anyway. So
Yes.
that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, take to each their own.
Exactly. Depending on what you want to do,
Yep.
I think Fort Worth's better. But let's go back to the road snacks. So y'all made a huge impact with the road snacks, which, for those again who are not from Texas, inspired by the Buc-ee's Beaver Nuggets. I guess again for those who are outside of Texas who have never been graced with Beaver Nuggets, explain what Beaver Nuggets are first, and then I guess second, and then what's Buc-ee's first.
Yeah, so Beaver Nuggets are a caramel, caramel covered corn puff, and it's like literally like melts in your mouth.
It's delicious.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very, very good. And then Buc-ee's is
Heaven
just
on earth.
do what?
Heaven
on
on
earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Buc-ee's is like a gas station convenience store, like not even on steroids. Like if you took Dwayne Johnson and Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Hulk and put them all into one and created a big monster, it would be called Buc-ee's.
Farmhouse Buc-ee's, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's huge. It's
You're
giant.
not wrong, yeah.
There's like,
And it's what's nice about Buc-ee's that's different than other trucks. There's truck stops. This isn't a truck stop.
It's not. They do not allow
they don't
18
allow
wheelers there at all.
Yep.
So you're not gonna get pummeled over or anything.
Yeah, no one's taking showers in the back or
cleanest bathrooms.
quick.
True.
You can be in a line and you're gonna be
They're
in and
all
out.
they're all nice and well, some of them are cheerful, some of them are I don't know. So I've seen some workers there that are just run down because
I mean,
there's
it's a lot.
so many people.
they pull in
Come in and out.
thousands of people on a
It's
daily basis.
insane.
Yeah.
how many people go.
And
in
it also
out of
depends on let's say you're going down to Houston. There's like an A&M game or whatever.
that. Yep.
Good luck. Because
Anytime we go to Austin, I mean that's
Okay,
her,
then, yeah.
her
I mean, anytime
request.
we're leaving this area, I am seeing if there's a Buc-ee's on our way.
Yeah.
they'll let you know with the billboards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean hundreds
But I
of
wanna
miles
plan.
away.
I gotta plan and
Yeah.
make sure I don't buy snacks too early because I'm
True.
gonna wait for the beef jerky and
Yeah,
cherry
The beef
salad.
jerky is amazing.
That Bohemian
Very
garlic.
good. Bohemian
yeah.
garlic, yeah, it's really good.
My brother stocked up before he went to Canada. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
I
he
was
knows
like,
what it's about.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's from here. But yeah, he had to bring some back.
Yeah.
He didn't get beaver nuggets for his wife because she never had them before she came down to Texas.
Yep.
He didn't get any toffee, though, because the toffee's really good, too.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had it. I don't love toffee. Maybe I'll do that next
I
time.
would check it out.
Thank you.
Yeah, for that. So, let's go back to the road snacks. So, you got a cease and desist from them.
From Buc-ee's, yep.
Now, what was the initial name? Was it road snacks from the beginning, or
It was like beaver nugget ale.
I wonder why you got it.
Yeah.
We got the cease and desist, but then we talked to somebody there.
Yeah, they're
talk to
they're
Mr. Buc-ee?
impossible to get a hold of.
Really?
So, and I have so many side stories because you said Mr. Buc-ee,
Yeah.
and his nickname is Beaver.
No.
Yes.
That's why it's all.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
and my uncle is like good friends with him. That's another story. But anyways, we got a phone call. They actually called us. Their legal department called up here. Didn't even send a letter. I don't think. Yeah, we didn't have a letter. They called us, and our taproom manager at the time was like, "Oh my God." The legal team from Buc-ee's is on the phone, and they're saying that they're going to send a cease and desist if we don't stop producing this beer. And I was like, well, it was a taproom beer only, and it's been sold out for like 2 weeks, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me talk to him. I haven't gotten a hold of anybody.
Right.
And so I got the phone. I was like, hey, this is Ryan. I'm one of the owners and the head brewer. And he was like, oh, this is so-and-so, legal department, blah, 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 and threw a bunch of mumbo-jumbo at me. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. We're done with it. Well, we erased it. The name's no longer Beaver Nugget Ale. It's fine. But while I have you,